Great ship always. Everyone have the same motto. And besides of this four principle, I would say this is the most important principle. Overexcited, sorry. Huh? The most important principle, which is promise. Okay. Thanks. Alright, if you can tell people the fantastic branding concept that you have, if you can share with your people how good is your product, but you never ever deliver, then you're not going to make it. Just like Obama, sometimes we need, yes we can. Only we tell people, yes we can. If yes we cannot, don't tell people you can. This is something that about faithfulness. Remember, an entrepreneur have to uphold the right principle to do business. Then we can create more lights in this society. Just like SME, I really love the slogan. You know, getting SME together. Bringing SME together, sorry. This is one of the best, slogan that I ever had in the commercial slogan. Bringing SMEs together, that is the good value. They have the values to contribute to the society. So if you have a brand, you have to make sure that not just deliver your brand, you got to do something for the society. You have to share your things to the society and all that. Then probably you can really, really build something out of it. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you the strategy that created by Big Ideas. The question here is, what is the right branding strategy for the 21st century? We believe in the duality strategy. The mission is to redefining branding landscape. Why duality strategy? The duality strategy is about the combinations of rational thinking and emotional thinking. That's a good combination. Please watch this video in a minute so you will understand this better. Thank you.
Big Ideas presents our principal philosophy, the duality strategy. Does the left brain know what the right brain is doing? Left brain represents rational, strategic, analytic. Right brain represents emotional, creative, and intuitive. So how does the human brain make decisions? We must understand left brain symptoms such as evaluative pricing, measured quality, certifiable guarantees, and operative function. Then there are right brain symptoms, gut feelings, instinctive trust, congruent reliability, and delight. So the trick is how to put them together and harmonize both brain hemispheres in order to maximize our dual potentials. This allows us to permeate both polarities of our rational and emotional powers. This is a duality strategy, coloring the light onto rational analysis while adding measurable quality to emotional synthesis. Remember, rational and emotional, two sides of the same coin. At Big Ideas, we are the brandpreneurs who know that we are all emotional buyers who justify our choices rationally. Visit us at www.bigideas.net.my.
The voice is from that guy, man. Quite rational, right? So this is the great example of the duality strategy. In fact, a lot of people have been talking about these thoughts, but they never put into one formula. And we put into this formula called the duality strategy. The great example probably is one of the brand everyone familiar, and this is my idol, Steve Jobs. Apple came out with a good features, good technology, good functions, combine the humanity touch and the rational function into their brand. McDonald's bringing enjoyment to the audience. Fun and enjoyment. Everyone talk about McDonald's. Probably the kids, one of my friends here is really like the Happy Meal, So, Happy Meal, make everyone happy and for that. Google is changing the world, living perspective. And Starbucks, they don't really sell coffee though. What they sell? They sell the third place. Third place, a different place besides your home, your house, your working place. That's one of the places that you can actually release down your pressure And you can stand, you can sit there, having a cup of coffee and share your moment and do your work. And Samsung, I'm really surprised that they came up with one fantastic slogan, I think a couple of years ago. Designed for humans. Fantastic, isn't it? Designed for humans. It's no longer talk about technology. In the 80s and 70s, people were just focusing on, the brand and S-O-N, okay? To emphasize on technology. And Samsung know the trick. So we came out with a similar feature, something really different, and they're focusing on emotional. And they stand up from the S, from Japan, the brand. It used to be really famous. And here, I got another 5 minutes. Thank you. You make me nervous. Okay. All right. If everyone understands the principle of branding and the facts of branding and all that, I'm going to tell you one thing. Branding is not complicated. Using this method, we have been meditating this concept more than 4 years, and me and my partners is always talk about how we can simplify the business model, simplify the ideas of building brand to the SME, so that SME can get the benefits out of it to apply. You don't have to consult by us. You can also do it yourself, okay? But if you need me, feel free to call me. Anyway, 3 steps. What 3 steps? The first step is you have to focusing on brand strategy. Only 3 steps. Let's go back to this slide. First step, we talk about brand strategy. Second step, we talk about brand communication. Third step, we talk about brand expansions. Okay, let's focusing on brand strategy here. So the brand strategy, that's the 4 formulations here. You got to focusing on your product, your offering. What is your product feature? A lot of people try to make their offerings to be complicated. They try to create a lot of brand. No, this is sub-brand, to make the entire business model complicated. And people don't really understand what you're trying to do. Some of the, I used to venture into F&B business, the age of 24. I managed to, start up 3 different outlets and branches in Klang Valley. And I try to offer a lot of things, man. I mentioned about juice bar, I mentioned about the Italianese food, and I mentioned about fusion food, Malaysian food, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, it closed up. Okay, because people don't really know what you're trying to sell. Okay, you got to understand that focusing on your offering and focus on duality strategy. At the end of the day, no longer what you sell out of it, you got to know that you are building trust. When you're building trust, you got to really touch your audience. Let the audience delight your products. Alright? And second, the third move on is focus on your community. Focus on your community means focus on your audience. What is your right audience? Some of the audience probably is Gen Y people, but the branding that they project is very old, very traditional. It's not belong to this century. So this is something wrong. So you got to really understand that who is your target audience and move on to your team. As I mentioned just now to you, you have to make your team to delight your brand and to trust on your brand, to trust the values that you build so that your team can deliver the same core values to your audience. That's how we do it. Alright? Once you have done all this analysis in brand definition and brand strategy stage, let's move on to this. Oh, sorry. Okay, the brand communication. I'm going to tell a little bit fast, yeah? I got another 2 minutes left. Okay, the differentiation, as I mentioned, the things that you build, you got to really make sure that it's different among the others, and also the lifestyle attraction. Make sure that this item is belong to this Gen Y 21st century. And the emotional principle and the recognition engine. What does mean recognition engine? When people go out to choose something, your brand is actually recognized by someone. Not just hide it at the corner, people don't know, people cannot recognize, people don't even remember what is your brand. And if you have this 2 structure, once you offer a right branding strategy and move on to right brand communication, building up a nice logo, a nice branding concept, nice communication advertisement concept to align back what you sell, then you move on to the innovation. So this innovation is mainly talk about how do you using social media, event, interactive ideas to further expand your brand and to find the right collaboration partner, support in whole around your environment. So let me repeat again. Let me simplify it again. First, brand strategy. Came out with the right brand strategy. Came out with the right brand communication plan, and move on to collaboration and further expand into online and offline. Not just offline. You have to make it online, social media, and link up with the offline and throughout the market. Tell people who you exactly are. Okay, let me tell you this thing. SMEs, I want you to just see this video clip, and I just want to encourage you guys, if you want to grow your business, you got to really think big, okay? This is something to do with think big, and I really want you to think about your current business model, how you can really transform into next level. Alright, the sound is quite bass, huh? Okay, you gotta think really big. Open up your mindset to try to project your vision, the current brands that you have, what you can do more about it, how you can transform your current brand into the next level, how you can open up a brand new business market to further expand your brand. I think the last, I would like to just encourage every one of you, you need to have these thoughts in your heart. Okay, if you have a brand to deliver, make sure that you will build a great ship. No matter how much of challenges that you face, great ship always. Good luck to everyone. Thank you so much.